Hello everyone, welcome back to this channel. Today, we'll be looking at the change of subject in mathematics. This video has been simplified to its easiest form to help us understand all the rules involved in changing the subject. Learning objectives. 1. Understand what change of subject means in mathematics. 2. Use rearrangement to change the subject in simple equations and relations. 3. Change the subject of complex equations. 4. Solve practical examples. Let's dive in. What is a change of subject? In mathematics, changing the subject refers to rearranging an equation to solve for a different variable. Whatever variable is left to stand alone by itself is said to be the subject. For example, let's say we have the equation 2 times x plus y equals 10. To make y the subject, we must rearrange the equation to isolate y. When rearranging the terms in an equation, inverse operations have to be applied to keep the equation balanced. Rules for rearranging equations. 1. Terms. This deals with moving positive and negative unwanted terms away from the subject. 2. Factors and fractions. This involves removing unwanted factors by dividing through the equation and removing unwanted denominators by multiplying through each term. 3. Powers and roots. This deals with removing exponents and roots by using the inverse of the unwanted operation, exponent or root. Steps to change the subject of an equation. Example 1. Make x the subject of the equation. X minus 3 times y equals 4. Step 1. Identify the variable you want to make the subject. In this case, x. Step 2. Isolate the variable using inverse operations. Since 3 times y is a negative term, we add 3 times y to both sides. This gives x equals 4 plus 3 times y. If 3 times y were positive, we would subtract 3 times y from both sides. This demonstrates the use of inverse operations. A positive term requires a negative term to remove it. A negative term requires a positive term to remove it. 2. Factors and fractions. Let's make the subject in the equation a divided by 3 equals b plus c. To eliminate the fraction, we multiply through by the denominator, which is 3. This gives a equals 3 times the sum of b and c. If 3 was multiplying instead, e.g., 3 times a equals b plus c, we would divide through by 3 to isolate a. This gives a equals the sum of b and c divided by 3. 3. Powers and roots. Let's make x the subject of the equation. X raised to the power a equals d minus b times y. To isolate x, we use the inverse operation of the power a, which is the ATH root. This gives x equals the ATH root of the expression d minus b times y. If there were a root instead, we would apply the corresponding power to both sides to eliminate it. For example, if the square root of x equals d minus b times y, we square both sides. This gives x equals the square of the expression d minus b times y. General steps to change the subject. 1. Identify the variable to make the subject. 2. Clear fractions, brackets, powers, and roots if they affect the subject. 3. Rearrange by grouping all terms containing the subject on one side of the equation. 4. Factorize or simplify the subject by dividing out unwanted factors. 5. If necessary, clear powers or roots to isolate the subject. Practice questions. Here are some practice examples for you. Pause the video, give them a try, and check your results in the next section. Complex examples. In more complex examples, multiple rules are combined into one statement. Example 3. MCQs and practice problems. Now, try these multiple choice questions and practice problems. Pause the video, solve them, and then resume to check your answers. If you have any further questions, feel free to ask in the comment section. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye for now.